Do not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. This is Big Vern. Big Vern. So, when we last left off, we were in the Big Ten. We were talking about the total collapse of Michigan. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Let me back it up. Hey, look, if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. We're happy you're here. Please share, like, and subscribe to the show. Now we join our regular show in progress. Welcome back, Vern. All right. So we talked about not Georgia, Jesus. We talked about Kentucky getting mauled by Florida. That was unexpected. And shout out to Billy Napier and the good folks of Gainesville. I mean, will you take it now? You're 4-3. And to be honest with you, Kentucky is a high-profile win because they beat Ole Miss. So, as always, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think if you're a true believer. Saying all of that, now we go to the Big 12. Kansas State. Oh, wow. My goodness. Kansas State is playing no games. They are a team. I will say this about Kansas State, okay? I had Kansas State as my team on the bubble in the Big 12, okay? I had them as one of my bubble teams in the Big 12. It was between them and Arizona State, but I was waiting for them to play each other for either one of those teams to be the first four in. You can go back. And I had Arizona State last week, but Arizona State lost Saturday. So the bubble is burst for Arizona State. There's not another ranked opponent. They don't have any big games coming up, and they can only play spoiler at this point. Insert Kansas State. And god damn. They beat West Virginia. They beat the coal out of these people. Morgan, oh my goodness, Morgantown. Y'all got roughed up at home. This was an ass whooping at home, y'all. This was crazy. And I think the stat that jumped off the paper at me, just hit me in the face, was the fact that West Virginia had no counters for anything Kansas wanted to do. They were going to do any and everything they wanted to do and make an example out of them. Avery Johnson, I got to say this. He's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the country. This kid just knows how to win. Sometimes the numbers, they're not going to be gaudy. They're not going to leap off the page, but he just knows how to win. And when he's back there behind center and he's sitting there throwing this thing around, his skill set, they dialed up 29 throws for this kid. He completed 19 of 29. That's really freaking good. 298 through the air for 3 scores. Again, Johnson he's not going to run. He's not going to lead a pocket. He's going to sit back there on that square and he's going to dice you up. If you don't have a front four to get him out of the pocket and make him actually make some plays running and trying to throw and pick up yardage on his feet, he's just going to slice and dice you all night long. And that's what happened to West Virginia. And you can tell Kansas, they played no games with them. The Wildcats jumped out on them 10-3 in the first quarter. And then it was just kind of like, can we stay with these guys? 17-10 at the half. Then you're thinking at halftime they're going to come out swinging. Oh, West Virginia put up another goose egg. So when you jump back and you look at how this game broke down, we'll get more into that when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Taco Bell. Taco Bell, Live Moss. If you have the app, you can try the Big Cheez-It. You can Try the Cantina Chicken menu, online exclusives, and the Cravings menu as well. If you go into that online exclusive, there's the Veggie Build Your Own Cravings box, along with the meal for two and many more. Taco Bell, Live Más. Yeah, Taco Bell, shout out to them. So, when we look at how this game shook out, one of the stats that really caught my mind when I was looking at this game was Kansas State had 9 penalties for almost 100 yards. They spotted West Virginia 100 yards, and this game was still 45-18. There was nothing that West Virginia could do when they decided to throw and go real throw heavy. 2 interceptions. They could not move the ball. Behind the 8 ball, West Virginia 17 times on 3rd down trying to convert to get that first down. That didn't happen. They did it 5 times. That's awful. That's atrocious. They went for it on 4th down 6 times, and they were only successful 1 time. Yeah, that's not going to work. Not against this Kansas State team that is really good, and they play a real stout defense. I don't know. It just, at some point when you were watching the game, it was just like, West Virginia has to be better than this. By the way that West Virginia played Pitt, now I know that's a rivalry game, but that was one of the best college football games of this season. If anything, that was a top 5. The way Pitt kept coming up with play after play, the counters, guys refusing to lose, that was huge. But to see this, oh wow. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern. You know how we do. Promoting another rap album this month. Overcast. Cast Got Wings. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album is Up, Pay Me a Grip, Caught Up, Beat It Up, and many more. Overcast, Cast Got Wings, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Overcast, Oakland's own. Pay Me a Grip. Yeah, that's the jam. But when you go and you look at the next couple of games for the Kansas State Wildcats, you have Kansas. That's not a game. Kansas is awful. Houston, gotta watch out. Houston, and that's a road game. Houston is very tough at home. They're tough out. Arizona State, and that's why I had Arizona State as my 4th, but Kansas State was on the bubble, and now I waited for them to play each other to get that 4th coveted spot in the Big 12. But like I said, Arizona State lost, and then Kansas State, now they're in the driver's seat. So they're a lock at that 4th place. Then you have Cincinnati. Cincinnati's no threat. Cincinnati's going to get embarrassed when they step in here. And then you have the game, I feel like that should be the Big 12 title game in Iowa State versus Kansas State. That is going to be for the right to go to the college playoff. Woo! Manhattan, let me know what you think. Do you think Kansas State has the goods? This is Big Vern. We'll be back.